Welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. This is your go-to source for practical advice and support while you go through the divorce process. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll cover a variety of topics such as child custody, property division, and self-care. Together, we'll explore emotional, financial, and legal aspects of divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here's your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst Professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hello and welcome back to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, Financial Advisor and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst Professional. And today's episode, we're going to look into an alternative approach to navigating the rough waters of divorce, and that is collaborative divorce. Unlike traditional adversarial courtroom setting, collaborative divorce prioritizes cooperation and respect. So, is it the right choice for you? Well, we're going to explore the collaborative divorce process and see if it fits your destination. Now, one of the ways that the collaborative divorce works is in a team environment, and it's a team of professionals working together to reach a fair and amicable settlement. Now, this team typically includes you and your spouse. Well, you guys are the ones getting a divorce. But you also have to have your willingness to communicate openly and work towards a solution. Then you have your attorneys. The collaborative attorneys are specially trained in the collaborative law process. They guide you through it, advocate for your interests, and focus on common ground. And then you got neutral financial professional. And this person's not required. They're optional. But really, you're going to have an expert who helps in valuing assets, analyzing income, and creating a fair financial settlement. And another potential person on the team would be a divorce coach. And the coach provides emotional support and communication, guiding throughout the entire process. So the process itself. Now, let's take a look at how this thing flows. So we're going to have an initial meeting. Both spouses and attorneys meet to discuss the collaborative approach, sign a commitment agreement outlining the process and consequences of leaving the collaborative process. And also, the spouses have to agree on additional team members they would like to add. Step 2 is really going to be a lot of information gathering, getting things like financial documents and other relevant information together is going to be helpful because you got to disclose this so that we can make choices and decisions going forward. Next, we're going to have some negotiation and communication through a series of meetings. Really, we're going to, it's going to be facilitated by the collaborative team. You and your spouse will discuss and work towards mutually agreeable solutions on issues like property division, child custody, and spousal maintenance. And then lastly, you're going to reach an agreement. And once an agreement is reached, the collaborative attorneys will draft a formal settlement document that, really to be reviewed and signed by both parties. We do have some benefits of the collaborative divorce process, and it comes down to things like, reduced costs. Collaborative divorce can be less expensive, really, than traditional litigation since it focuses on settlement and avoids courtroom battles. That could lead to being less stressful. When you are cooperating with your soon-to-be ex, it creates a less hostile environment. And that's going to reduce emotional strain on you and your kids. You get maintain control. You and your spouse have more control over the decision-making process compared to a judge imposing a solution. And then you're going to focus on the future. The collaborative approach encourages future co-parenting and a more amicable relationship for you and your ex. So who should consider using the collaborative divorce process? It might be ideal for couples who prioritize a respectful and civil divorce process. You got to be willing to communicate openly and honestly. You got to be committed to finding solutions that benefit both parties and their children if you have kids. And then you got to have a relatively straightforward financial situation. It might not be the best option for you if there's a significant power imbalance or a history of abuse. Either spouse isn't fully committed to the collaborative process would doom it. And then the financial situation is complex or one where one spouse suspects the other of hiding assets. So everybody's got to kind of be on the same page here. Collaborative divorce presents a pathway towards a respectful and solution-oriented divorce. However, carefully consider your situation and consult with a collaborative divorce attorney to determine if it's right destination for you. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. Should you have any questions, reach out to me or leave them in the comments. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. And with that, have yourself a good day.